On a rainy day in Chapel Hill, the Roadrunners take on the North Carolina Tar Heels in one of the biggest games on the UTSA schedule. The Tar Heels defend their home field and come in ranked number 14 in the country. This team is 3-1, their only loss coming against Notre Dame, a team UTSA already defeated this season. UNC enters with the number 6 scoring offense, scoring 41 points a game. Combine these teams score over 70 points a game and we could have ourselves a very fun offensive football game. The Roadrunner defense might be coming off their best showing of the season, albeit against Utah State. It'll be much more difficult this time around as this UNC offense features a couple high-level offensive linemen, and they'll be helping protect the senior quarterback, Sam Howell. He threw 29 touchdowns a season ago, has 8 through 4 games this season. He's one of the better quarterbacks we'll face this year. But the story of the day, without a doubt, will be Jacoby Criswell's return to UNC. He transferred to UTSA in the offseason looking for a chance to start, and he has shown this year that he was ready for that opportunity. I love a good revenge game, and it's not often we see these kinds of games in college, but now with the transfer portal, anything's possible. The Tar Heels won the toss and have elected to receive, and we are underway here in the downpouring rain. And the Tar Heels will open up things at the 25-yard line. Sam Howell is coming off a 4-touchdown performance, 315 yards. And they will open with 3 receivers, a tight end in the slot, and Howell throwing the quick screen. It's hauled in by Josh Downs. Not much there. Downs is the star receiver. We'll be talking about him a lot. Now 2nd and 10 for the Tar Heels. Howell wants to take off, runs into a defender, and down he goes. He is sacked by Buster Mitchell. On the outside, keep an eye on this matchup. A.J. Brown versus Josh Downs. That is a heavyweight fight right there on the outside. 3rd and 13 on the opening drive. Setting up the screen. They have room. It's a first down. They gave up all that space trying to bring some extra pressure, but it's Kamaro Edmonds with a 20-yard catch and a fresh set of downs. Underneath now, Gosnell makes the catch and he's shoved out after a gain of 16. At the Roadrunner 42, now they bring Downs in motion, and he's taken down in the backfield by Brandon Ford, loss of 4. They've already tried to get him involved creatively a couple times, hasn't worked yet. Open, Gosnell turns up the sideline and picks up 11 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, press coverage on the outside. Howell dumps it off, and that won't get it done. Kamari Morales is stopped shy of the marker, and it looks like this offense is staying on the field. They need the Roadrunner 31 for a conversion. Downs wide to the right side, and here's 4th and 4. Howell in trouble, lost the ball, and it's going to be Roadrunner football. They don't recover, but it doesn't matter. Pressure from Eric Crenshaw. UTSA takes over with good field position, and here's Jacoby Criswell making his return to Chapel Hill. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, not much there for Vince Taylor. He loses one. Darren Rose was the most productive receiver a week ago. He slot left. Against the pressure, pass caught Ketron Jackson. Taken down around midfield. 3rd down for the Roadrunners. Now Jackson goes inside, slot left on 3rd and 6. Good protection. Now running out of time. Criswell extending. And now he's going to run with it. And he'll get the first down. Just enough speed to outrun that defender. That was a long run for 6 yards. Now it's handed off to Darren Rose. He's got an opening all the way out. Fighting through contact. Up to the 30 of the Tar Heels. Wright and Rose are the 2 receivers on 2nd down. Bootleg right, Criswell downfield and caught by Rose. He jumped in front of the defender. That looked like he was a safety going for an interception. I don't think that was intended for him. Heads up play by Darren Rose as UNC thought they had a turnover. Instead, it's goal to go, Roadrunners. Toss left, Taylor on the outside. He lost the football, and the Tar Heels will take over. He tried to cut downhill. There was no room to the outside, and the ball just popped out. This is a clear fumble. This angle will show it off better. Second fumble on the season for Vince Taylor. It's a very costly one inside the 5. Spreading out the defense now. Howell in his own end zone. Away from the rush and sacked. It's a loss of 3. They've already gotten to him 3 times. Pass rush off to a great start. In his own end zone with extra protection on second down. Floated, incomplete for Morgan. 3rd and long, UNC still backed up. And now they just go compact and want to give the punter some extra room. The defense is playing tough here in the first quarter as UTSA will take over. And it's a handoff. Joe Wright to the outside. He's looking to throw this football. And that might be his last pass attempt of the season. Jackson all by himself on the right side. 3rd and 8. They need the 35 this time. Got it to Rose. First down and more. Across the 30. Going across the field for 21 yards. Nice play for the Roadrunners. Back in business here inside the 25. Criswell for Davis, who's laid out, but he holds on. It's a gain of 12 for Curtis Davis, and I'm impressed he held on to this football. 3rd and inches. Bunch formation. Taylor the give. First down, gain of 3. Just 6 yards on 6 carries for Vince Taylor. 1st and goal. They go back to him following Reese this time. It's a gain of 5. Taylor coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago. His best game of the year. Toss out to Curtis Mills. He's tripped up and won't get anywhere. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll have to look to get this done in the air this time. 2 tight ends on the field. Criswell to the end zone. Incomplete for Joe Wright. He had his hands on it. He came into this game with no drops on the season, but they'll likely give him one for that play. He had both hands on it, but a great defensive play. The Roadrunners have scored first. It's 3-0. More of a defensive battle here early on than I expected. The give goes to Hood. He's got blocking. Makes a move against Hall and takes it out to the 47, 22-yard run. 1st and 10, UNC. And now a quick screen. Gosnell with a block from Downs. Picks up 9. Quiet game thus far for Josh Downs. Now 2nd down. Howell on the keeper. Gets a block on Hall. Into the secondary for 17. And you can't forget about Howell making plays like that. Up to the Roadrunner 27. Howell looking long. It's Downs inside the 5. And they'll mark him down at the 1. What a grab by Josh Downs. And that was not on A.J. Brown. He passed him off, and safety Dallas Johnson was in a tough spot. I thought he scored there, but clearly they'll mark him down inside the 1 correctly. 1st and goal, UNC. It's Edmonds for the touchdown, capping off the drive, and the Tar Heels have taken the lead. Downs didn't score, but he definitely set it up. And making sure he doesn't have a big game is very high on the priority list today for UTSA. 7-3 as the Roadrunners take over. 2 tight ends on the field and 2 receivers. The stretch, Taylor breaks the tackle, has some room to the outside, and that'll be a gain of 12. 2 tight ends once again as Criswell fakes to Taylor and couldn't get the pass off cleanly. It's going to be tough for UTSA's passing game against a very good UNC secondary. Criswell underneath for Darren Rose. They want to make an effort today to get the ball out quickly and hopefully use the play action and run game to their advantage. On 3rd down, direct to Criswell. He'll run inside. I suppose he's the quarterback. You would expect the snap to go directly to him. But on the keeper, he moves the chains. Rolling right and tossing one downfield, way out of bounds for Curtis Davis. I think we're seeing the weather have a bit of an effect today. I mean, Joe Wright dropped a pass. We have a fumble. And that throw was way overthrown. This one's on the money. Jackson inside the 5. 48 yards on the deep ball from Criswell to Keytron Jackson. They send him flying up the seam, and UNC wasn't ready for it. The big play receivers taking their teams down close to the goal line. Taylor, off tackle, broke one, and he is still not getting anywhere. How about two fullbacks in the game on second down? Taylor hit immediately, and it's third down. He lost yardage on that play. I form. Third and goal for Criswell. He throws it complete, and that's a touchdown. Brandon Reese. They always forget about the fullback down here, don't they? The Roadrunners have taken the lead. And that's got to be an especially sweet touchdown pass for Jacoby Criswell. The offense is beginning to heat up here in the second quarter. Sam Howell dumps it off to Edmonds. He's got the first and shows off his power. He bowled over A.J. Brown on his way to an 18-yard catch. 4 on the rush. Howell well protected. Dumped again for Edmonds. Bouncing off contact. There's 11 more. It seems the pass protection is doing a better job now on these last couple drives. Howell stays clean. This pass is knocked away by Reynaldo Lawrence. Here's a tougher play now for UNC. They go trips to the right, third down. Pressure sent, and the pass hauled in by Morales, but shy of the marker. It's fourth down. But UNC is bringing out the punt team. In a similar situation on their opening drive, they went for it. So why not go for that one? UTSA isn't complaining. They will take over. First and 10. Criswell fakes, rolls right, looks long, and is intercepted. UNC takes it back in one play around where they punted the football. Kyler McMichael with the play covering Darren Rose. Here's Sam Howell. Tar Heels have 2.5 minutes left to go. Howell, pressure, gets it away, complete. Gosnell breaks the tackle. Tar Heels first down on a gain of 20. Getting more aggressive against the receivers on second down. Howell has time, completes to Morales for maybe 3. Third down. They're 1 of 4 on third down today. Extra pressure coming. Howell, incomplete for Gosnell. Good coverage again for UTSA. Tar Heels tack on 3, and this game is tied. We have 90 seconds to play now in the first half as Criswell looks to roll out and just gets rid of it. This is going to be a big 3rd and 7. Tar Heels would love one more drive here in the first half. Criswell finds right over the middle, and he's close, but he will not have it. He came back and gave up some ground to make that catch, and that cost him. One more drive here for the Tar Heels. They do have 2 timeouts. Over a minute left to go. Howell floats one. That's incomplete, despite great effort along the sideline. Third down has been tough. UTSA brings more pressure. Howell's got time. Caught by Downs. This is just a perfect play. They catch the blitz here on the left side. Howell stays comfortable, and Josh Downs makes sure it's a nice, clean look in front of A.J. Brown. Down to 55 seconds. Howell's going to take off this time and slides under Brandon Ford. Approaching the 40-second mark now. They're right at midfield on second down. To the outside again. Downs lost the ball, and the Roadrunners have it. Josh Downs fumbled, and they were just able to grab it before it went out of bounds. Brandon Matthews hit this ball out, and both teams have now lost a first half fumble. And suddenly it's a scoring chance for the Roadrunners. The screen set up. It's Taylor. but they get to him quickly. And the Roadrunners will call their final timeout with 27 seconds to play. Here's a blitz again. Got it to Taylor on the screen. And that didn't work either. He lost 2. Now the clock is running. We're inside 10 seconds. This has to be a first down or you get out of bounds. Criswell's hit but delivers. Caught by Joe Wright. Now they gotta rush out the field goal team. And this is gonna be a 56-yard try. 1 second left. They get it off. Benson! Good! And the Roadrunners take the lead right before halftime. That is a career long for James Benson here in the rain. What a half of football. We got ourselves a fantastic game this week. If you're enjoying the action here, please do leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe. A lot more UTSA football coming your way. We have some fun games on the schedule, but this has totally lived up to the hype thus far. It was the defenses controlling the first quarter, the offenses more so in the second. And the Roadrunners will begin with the ball here in the third quarter. Never whistled them down. Still haven't done it, and finally do. It's a gain of 5. A quick audible here for Criswell at the line. Third down, it's Mills. First down, getting 3. On a day where they'd love to run the football more, UTSA not having much success with it. Criswell got it to Reese. He has been hit on many of these dropbacks today. I wish I had the count. Criswell fakes to Taylor on second down. Downfield for Joe Wright. He's all by himself. Touchdown! 53 yards from Criswell to Wright. And it's the big play helping out the Roadrunner offense again this week. I wasn't sure if they'd be able to make the plays like this and the one to Ketron Jackson, but they have now taken a 10-point lead on the road. Howell throwing quick for Josh Downs, and A.J. Brown is there. So far, Downs really has one big play. Now second down, Howell downfield. How about that throw and catch? Steven Gosnell makes the grab. And he's been one of the go-to receivers with Downs facing A.J. Brown most of the time. Nice throw on the move, dumped off to Kamaro Edmonds. Nice athletic play there for Sam Howell. Now second down, looking long, it's Olsen down to the 1. He got behind A.J. Brown that time, and the safety help of Dallas Johnson was a little slow over the top. And it's goal to go again for UNC, trying to answer the Joe Wright touchdown. Howell, touchdowns. 1-yard touchdown grab for Josh Downs, and UNC makes this a one-score game again. Back to UTSA, they lead by 3 here in the third. Criswell, a strike for Darren Rose, and he gets laid out after a gain of 7. They've been so good on third down today, and Taylor's close. But they give him the first down. 9 of 11 tries. That is elite third down offense. Now Taylor on the toss gets nowhere, and that might be a loss of 5. This one's going to be a little more difficult. And the crowd getting behind this defense as Criswell is nearly picked off by Chapman. And UNC will take over. Tar Heels at their own 38. They hand this one to Edmonds, and he's got room on the outside. He's across the 40. Coming over is Lawrence, and he will shove him out inside the red zone. A nice move here by Edmonds. Check this out. Nobody playing the outside. Somebody missed their gap. UNC was just down 10, and now they're close to taking the lead. Howell steps up and is hit down by Preston Quinn. He has been sacked now by 3 of the starting defensive linemen. It's 3rd and 13. 3 safeties in the end zone. Caught by Olsen. He breaks a tackle, and he gets in for the touchdown. UNC is back on top after a complete breakdown from the UTSA defense. 1 try there to bring him down. There's the second defender. You cannot let him score on that play. and they did. UNC has erased the deficit, and now they lead by 4. Meanwhile, a shocker in the SEC. Will Levis and Wan'Dale Robinson lead a 21-point upset over Alabama. Big things happening this week in the world of college football. Marvin Stokes on the return for UTSA. He's got room down the sideline, across the 50, and hit around that spot. Can UTSA go and grab the lead once again? Late third quarter, here's Jackson on the sweep. He trips over his own player, and he never recovered. Joe Wright on the right side of the formation this time. Criswell buying time, throws off the mark. Incomplete for Jackson, and again, tough third down. They need 14 against the blitz. Criswell is hit down, and good coverage downfield for the Tar Heels. They have completely taken momentum here in the third quarter. The defense really needs to come up with the stop on this drive. Howell looks to keep this as Kyle Jones sprints after him. It's a gain of 5, and that is going to take us to the fourth quarter. A huge turnaround there in the third has given UNC the advantage. And now 1 quarter left. Here's Olsen, a quick hitter for a first down. Gain of 10. Spreading out the defense again on first down as they go with Edmonds. And he is spun down after a pickup of 5. Hall is the deep safety on second down. Howell completes to Edmonds, who holds on. He's done a really nice job in the passing game today with 7 catches. Quick screen again, caught by Downs. That was close. Lawrence was all over him, loss of 2. On second down, Howell downfield. Gosnell breaks open. 22-yard catch. They've been able to make plays going away from Josh Downs. He has under 50 yards receiving. And now Edmonds grinding through the tackle of Davis. He's gotten a lot of yardage after contact. From the 10 on second down. It's Olsen, caught at the 5. Goal to go UNC. It's their chance to go up 2 scores. They feed Edmonds, and he'll power his way in for the touchdown. UNC with a 21-point run here in the second half. And Kamaro Edmonds a big part of it. But also, this defense. Ever since the Joe Wright touchdown, not much here for the Roadrunners, but that's a phenomenal grab by Rose. They've got to get going quickly now, and they'll get it out to Taylor, and these screens have not worked. They have tried to replace the running game with plays like that, and they're not faring any better. Third down now for Criswell. To the outside, picked off by Kyler McMichael. He'll run this up the numbers. 1 man to beat. Criswell takes him out of bounds. They've got a one-on-one here on the outside, and McMichael ready for it the whole way. Criswell sees the single coverage and knows he wants right, but it was the wrong decision, and UNC has it. This is a big spot for the defense. You do not want to fall down 3 scores. A couple nice stops on Edmonds makes it 3rd and 16. They better be prepared to tackle this time. Howell still holding on to it, goes down. I don't know what he was doing there, just kind of froze. So that's going to bring out the field goal team now. 44-yard try, and that kick is no good. It's a break for UTSA, and now there's no room for error. Here in the fourth quarter, screen for Wright, losing yardage again. They've got to find a way to beat this secondary downfield again. Pretty good coverage, rolling to the right. Criswell with a heave, incomplete. And suddenly every third down has become a 3rd and long. They need 14, knocked down by Tony Grimes. Intended for Davis. And they've got to go for it on 4th down now. Here comes the pressure. Criswell evading the rush. He will float one well off the mark, incomplete, and UNC takes over again. Major credit to this North Carolina defense and how they've played after the Tar Heels went down 10. And Kamaro Edmonds grinds out 7 more yards. Edmonds inside. He's got the opening, and he will score again. An 18-yard touchdown, basically putting this game out of reach. My focus this week was to essentially not let Josh Downs beat us. And it's been everybody else stepping up for the Tar Heel offense. Criswell, just a couple minutes left to go, and he does get Curtis Davis here for a gain of 16. But this game just badly got away from UTSA. They were in such good shape here in the second half, up by 10. They looked like the team to beat until UNC took over the game. The offense just couldn't get first downs, especially on third down. And the defense wasn't playing very well any longer. They've allowed 4 touchdowns in this second half. 3rd and 10, Criswell has it batted up and picked off by Grimes. And that's going to cap off a 3-interception day for Criswell in his return to UNC. It was not the revenge game that we all hoped for, as North Carolina wins. A very good win for them. And UTSA misses a chance to perhaps become ranked as they move to 4-2 on the season. The player of the game is Kamaro Edmonds, and he was a big part of this second half success. UTSA struggled to bring him down, and he was a factor in the pass game as well. That was an impressive performance, and he is the archetype of running back I've been trying to recruit. I want that power element in our ground game. Today we had no element in our ground game. We couldn't get it established, and we didn't replace it very well. Outside of a couple big plays through the air, it wasn't a very good passing day, but I know I could have called a better game in the second half. Those drives were just going nowhere, and we weren't doing anything on 1st or 2nd down, just constantly setting us up to fail on 3rd and long. I've played hundreds of games here in NCAA 14 and College Football Revamped combined, and I don't think I've played many like that, where we go from having a 2-score lead in the second half to losing by 18. That game just got away from us badly. It was also one of the most fun and challenging games I think I've ever played on NCAA 14. That game felt really good from a slider and challenge standpoint. So if we want to bounce back, it's going to be at home against Texas, and we played them tough a year ago. I think this can be a close game and a potentially winnable one for us, and I'll tell you why. First off, though, we need to take care of the run defense. Edmonds ran all over us when they did run the ball today, and Bijan Robinson can easily do the same if we don't play better than this week. What I like about this matchup for us is I think that we match up well against their defense. I do think this is a much better matchup for the passing game. And I think that if we can stop the run, this is a Texas team missing their top receiver, Joshua Moore. So I do see the path to victory here. And I think that is through Jacoby Criswell bouncing back and having a big day through the air. We're at the season's midway point for a lot of teams now, and Oklahoma is currently the #1 team. Clemson, NC State, Oregon, and Ohio State follow. And we were getting top 25 votes for a while, but we aren't anymore after losing this game. UNC gets the jump to 10, winning over us. So now you'd have UTSA in the 30 to 35 range, I would think, if the rankings went that far. This is a big game in division for us. We haven't played many of these yet, and we'll try to pull off the upset. Ohio State running back Travion Henderson is currently first place in the Heisman voting, but Bijan Robinson is a candidate in 5th right now, and I don't want to help out his Heisman campaign next week. College Football Revamped is getting to a really fun point for me right now, And the slider changes to me are giving me some of the best games from a slider gameplay standpoint that I've ever seen in this game. This one was one of the best. It felt like anything could happen on any given play. And the game felt more dynamic than I think it's ever felt for me. We'll see if that continues. I'm probably going to boost up the user run blocking a little bit. I just think that's too low and doesn't really reflect the ratings of the offensive linemen. But I have to think about how I want to adjust that. I'm not going to do anything extreme there. But this has been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to continue the season. I know we have some tough games coming up, and it should make for some excellent content. So I hope you enjoyed the video today despite the loss for UTSA. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and let me know your feedback down below. And also on my second channel, there's more college football content with the Perry Cummings Road to Glory. Check that out, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.